We all talked it over, Coach, and we could not be more excited with what you have done here. Please stay for at least another contract. Hell yeah, man. 6-year extension after winning the bowl game. All right, he's 16-21 in 3 years at Dave's show, 3-6 against the top 25, but 1-0 bowl record. And already has a number 11 ranked recruiting class last year. Right now, we're in the top 10, so let's sign that contract. Art Briles retired at Baylor. Wasn't given that chance. Oh. Bobby Petrino is the new head coach at East Carolina. Tom Herman gets an extension at Eastern That might be where he ends up if Texas doesn't turn it around in real life. Mark Richt gets an extension at Georgia. He's been there 22 years. That didn't happen. Lincoln Riley, the extension at Kent State. Josh Heupel got fired at Kentucky. Les Miles gets an extension at LSU. He's been there 18 years. Bobby Petrino got fired at Louisville. Matt Campbell's at Middle Tennessee. Dan Mullen, 14 years at Mississippi State. That didn't happen. Hugh Freeze fired at Ole Miss. David Shaw got fired at Stanford. What? Luke Fickell, an extension at Texas A&M. Brett Bielema, an extension at Toledo. Boy, Mac has got a lot of decent coaches. UNLV hired a new coach. Willie Taggart is the new head coach at Washington State. Michael Jackson, wants to transfer. Guy started his true freshman year, and then we got a bunch of guys that were better than him that took over his starting job. Jerry Bohoman, projected in the second round of the draft. 41 touchdowns to 31 interceptions. Both led the nation, as well as 3,778 yards. Bohoman Rhapsody, best quarterback performance in Dave's show history. And yes, that is with 31 interceptions. Screw Davy Jones. That guy only got drafted in the 5th round. This guy's going in the 2nd. Ryan Few won Best Returner of the Year. Projected to go in the 7th round. Had 11 touchdowns in his senior season. 67 returns, averaging 25.8, and he had no kick return touchdowns. Never made it to one, huh? But he was the best returner of the year. Brandon Taylor had playing time in all 4 years here. Dwayne "The Rock" Weber finished with 6 touchdowns. Bernard Wiley Coyote came away with some hardware. 2020 Best Linebacker and the Nagurski Trophy. That's because we always lead the nation in tackles. Defensive end Mike Harris did not lead the nation in sacks, which is usually what happens to our left end. Finished the season with 9, which was 4.5 off the top spot. Left tackle David Wise finished with 17 career pancake blocks, gave up 13 sacks. The center David Chase with 38 pancake blocks, 4 sacks given up. Wide receiver Jerome Ford, built Ford tough. Finished with over 1,000 yards receiving in his career. Had a catch all 4 years he played here. 16 receiving touchdowns, but he's most memorable for all his drops. 22 of them in his career. And that's why I kept saying I'd rather have Jerome Honda or Jerome Toyota. Doug London Calling. 7 interceptions in his career here, 6 in his senior season. Adam Thompson, he finished with 3 interceptions, 1 in his sophomore year, 2 in his junior year. He played free safety those 2 years, I believe. And there it is. Jerry Bohoman goes in the 2nd round. Congratulations to Bohoman Rhapsody. And few can do that. Ryan Few drafted in the 6th. Top classes. Oh, baby! Number 2! The 2nd best class in the country. Dave Show Truckers. Right behind Ohio State. Oh, what? Let's win a national championship. Screw this belt bowl crap. Number 2 class in the country? Holy smokes. View signings. Josh Sherman, the 6'3", 210-pound number 1 or 2 athlete in the country from Yankton, South Dakota. He's going to come in and dominate. Got Will Daniels, one of the top wide receivers in the country. Terrence Douglas, one of the top athletes. Justin Holloway at defensive tackle. Shane Hicks, another top athlete. Jay Atkins, another top receiver. Jermaine Brown, another top athlete. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson at strong safety. Got Atkinson at tackle. Got a pass rusher in Bullock. Corner in Barrett. Free safety right. Jackson at wide receiver. Carrington outside linebacker. Hines the corner. Logan the outside linebacker. Fry the middle linebacker. Smith at guard. Hanson a pass rusher. Wilson at guard. Taylor the solid athlete. Caps at corner. Butler was our first sign of the class. The 2-star outside linebacker. Most of these guys are gems. Oh, man, as long as I don't get in the way. We're having a lot of potential, Danny. No kidding. Projected rankings. So 41st this past year, 30th next year, number 7 in 3 years, and number 1 in 4 years. You guys seeing this? We're going for national titles, folks. Cornell Love, like I predicted, is the only player above 90 overall. The senior halfback. We'll see you in the future at 77 overall right now, quarterback. What is his? 82 speed. Okay, I like that. Wish they would, for every position, had it move over. 85 and 81. Throw power and accuracy. We're going to redshirt him. And the halfback, Terrence Douglas, go ahead and redshirt that guy. Go ahead and redshirt Will Daniels and Josh Sherman. Hell, even Shane Hicks and Jay Atkins. And Brian Jackson. Why not? I'll redshirt the freshman Reggie Hansen. Go ahead and do our freshman Justin Holloway. See, how many linebackers do I have? Charles Logan could be redshirt. I got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Redshirt that freshman. And these 2 freshmen. Maybe I redshirt Richie Barrett. I don't think you'll see the field anyway, because we have a bunch of free safeties. I might want to redshirt Brian Wright, too. And Jermaine Brown will be playing right away. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's getting redshirted. All right, right now we're looking at the redshirt junior Matt Lewis, with his 87 speed. But we might plug in the redshirt freshman Bruce Dunham, because he's the best overall passer out of the 3. Christian Gray might get some playing time as well. I mean, he's got 79 speed. It's a good problem to have. 3 quarterbacks. Cornell Love, the only player on the roster over 90 overall, will be the starting tailback. Danny V, the redshirt freshman, 85 overall, and Cullen Payton. You'll see him on the field, 85 overall, as well as Johnny Miles, who was a top recruit. Peter Burns is the fullback. Matthew Patrick, the top wide receiver. Chase Long. Tywan Joseph, the redshirt freshman. Got Tommy Hines. Bobby Perez. Darren Gray. A.J. Carrington's the tight end. The left tackle is going to be the true freshman Shane Wilson. At left guard, the sophomore Rich Mays. The center is the senior Keith Bullock. The right guard is the true sophomore Amir Fisher. And at right tackle, the sophomore Eric Merritt. At left end, Julian Ward, the redshirt junior. At right end, the sophomore Austin Pigbear. The defensive tackle is Chase Walker. So let's have him start there. And Patrick Chase, the true sophomore, will get some PT. Daniel Fuller, the senior right outside linebacker. The corners are Niner fan Foxy Hikari. Niner fan was an All-American, by the way. That's because there was a monopoly on tackles for us. Foxy Hikari is the other starter. Andrew Kennedy, the number 3. True freshman Jermaine Brown will be out there on the dime packages. Starting free safety is Willie Baker, the senior. Strong safety is the All-American senior David Rogers. Kicker Ben Riley. Punter Burger Dog III. Dave Show opens up year 11 at Clemson. Visit our buddy Pig Bear. And then at Florida International, whatever the hell that is. The home opener is against Eastern Michigan to get back at them after we went to a double overtime classic last year at their place. Our buddies, the USF Bulls, come out for the second time ever. Air Force to finish that home-and-home battle. Then we go back on the road, and I guess FIU is in Miami, so we're going back to Miami to take on our buddies, the Hurricanes. We're 0-3 the last 3 years against them. Time to change that. At Texas State, since they were our year 2 opener, we're going to go to their place 9 years later. And then a bye week, followed by another Texas school, the UTSA Roadrunners. We went to their place 3 years ago and got whooped. Speaking of going and getting whooped, we were up 3-0 at halftime against the Badgers and ended up losing 23-9. They're coming to our place late in the year. Then the Battle of Orlando will actually take place in Orlando this time at UCF, at Miami of Ohio, who is ranked 18th right now, made it as high as number 2 last year. And then the Battle of the Spears against number 25 Florida State.